this brings us a little closer to my area, which is politics. And maybe I could ask you a little bit about governance, because say, for example, your answer focused on enabling free markets. And we've seen under the Xi Jinping administration a kind of closing down of certain sectors of private markets in China, and this kind of tendency or impulse towards control, which extends from the political realm into the economic realm. So maybe you could talk a little bit more about what you see in terms of trends in governance, in terms of how they will impact China's future economic development.
Yeah, so obviously I come to this, as you can tell and know, as a kind of a Western trained economist, right? So we think we know basically what it takes to basically free up the kind of entrepreneurial initiative and spirit, basically, that lifts economic growth and prosperity. Obviously, it's different in the 2020s and the 2030s from what it was, 50 years ago, because we're much more concerned now, rightly, of course, about climate change mitigation and other things that we think are important when kind of measuring or calibrating the kind of economic growth that we think we want. Nevertheless, the problem, I think, is that for various different reasons, the politicization of economic management in China and the absence of what we would call the rule of law. China has lots of laws, not all of which are bad laws at all, but these are what we call technically, or quip technically, as rule by law rather than rule of law. So certainty, transparency, the rule of law, robust and inclusive institutions. This is not necessarily kind of a pitch on my part for only democracies know how to grow. That's not what I'm saying at all. But what I am saying is that the quality of the institutions has to be such that people feel free to participate, and failure is tolerated. Private firms and entrepreneurs are given enough headway that they can bring their skills and talents towards the creation of ideas and wealth and so on. The contrarian part to that is precisely what I think Xi Jinping's kind of era or rule so far has been noted for, which is really, as you said, about control, about the role of the party in leading everything, about the state's dominance in advanced technologies, where state companies are expected to do things almost by decree and by blueprint, rather than by trial and error. We'll see how this all ends up. I mean, I don't think it would be churlish of me to say, that it can't succeed in China, because we just don't know, and we've never had a kind of an alternative kind of power in the world to, let's say, the United States, or previously the United Kingdom, which was a government with China's kind of political system. So we don't really know whether that will succeed or will not succeed. But on the basis of empirical evidence, shall I say, the omens look very challenging. Let's put it like that.